Hello everyone, welcome back again to Tbsp Delight. Today I'm going to show you how I made this delicious pork stew. Very simple. I carefully selected my ingredients to make this stew and it was out of this world. So if you want to know these ingredients and how to get the perfect tasting stew, do not go anywhere, keep watching, okay? I'll first begin by cooking my pork. I'll transfer the pork into a pot, add some black pepper powder, some vegetable seasoning, some cloves powder, mix your meat taste very good. I'll also add some bay leaves, 1 shrimp cube, and add my salt to taste. I'll also be adding some blended garlic, onion and ginger, which makes your meat very flavorful. Of course, not forgetting to add a little bit of water to cook the meat. I'll cook this on high heat, and once it comes to a boil, I will stir everything to combine beautifully. I'll then cover it and allow it to continue cooking until the end. But while it's on fire, I'll use the opportunity to prep my vegetables. So in here, I've got some pointed peppers or tatache, some fresh tomatoes, some red and green bell peppers. I will take out the seeds from the red and green bell peppers, wash it all very well and chop them. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the support. If you haven't subscribed, kindly click on the subscribe button as well as the little notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will be instantly notified. Okay? Thank you. As I always mention, I'll leave a list of ingredients in the description box below, so please be sure to click on it and check the ingredients so you get the exact ingredients you need to make the best tasting stew, okay? To cut down the cooking process, I'll transfer all my chopped vegetables into a pot and cook it. Yes, this is to help for all the juices in the vegetables to dry out quickly, because if you do it without cooking it, you will take longer when making the stew, and it saves you from the stew splattering onto your skin. So it's a win-win, isn't it? Now checking on the meat, you can see that it's soft and beautiful. I will take out the meat from the stock and not throwing the stock away as well. I will pour out the stock and store it for later. So if you want to see what I use the stock for, please keep watching, okay? And this is it. So beautifully cooked, isn't it? Be sure to check on your vegetables as they can easily burn. As you can see, the juices are releasing from the vegetables, which I mentioned earlier will cut the cooking process to half. So I'll stir it to make sure it doesn't burn, and after a while you can see that all the juices have dried out. I will take it off the fire and allow it to cool before blending it. If you have a powerful blender, you can also blend it straight away. Now onto our stew, I'll transfer some sunflower oil into a pot, and what I'm going to do is to divide the meat into 2 and fry half of it. Leave this half for later. This will allow you to enjoy the best of both worlds. It makes your stew tastier, well, from what I know. So once it's done, I will take it out of the oil and set it aside for later use. Into the same oil, I'll add some blended garlic, ginger and onion and allow it to fry for about 1 minute. Please use the same oil as the meat has released its flavors and juices into it, okay? I'll also be adding some chopped onions, some rosemary and my natural spice blend mix. If you haven't seen the recipe for this, click on the link now. I'll leave the link in the description box as well. It makes your stews taste so good. I'll add 1 teaspoon of this and stir it to combine and allow it to fry until the onions are translucent. This stew is so delicious. Please do give it a try, okay? And if you be trying it, please leave it in the comment section and let me know. Now to this, I'll add some tomato puree, stir it and allow it to fry for about 5 minutes. Of course, not forgetting to stir it intermittently, okay? Or else it will burn. So make sure to be stirring it quite frequently. At this point, my vegetables have cooled off, so I'll transfer it to my blender and blend it into a smooth paste. Of course, not forgetting to add my habanero peppers. 2 for me is more than enough. If you want more, please add more, okay? But I can't tolerate a lot of spice, so I'm sticking to 2. Now checking on my stew base, which has been frying beautifully, you can see that the tomato puree has started separating. So it's now time to add our blended ingredients. Of course, I always rinse my blender as I do not want to leave any to chance at all, especially in this new economy we are living in. No, you don't want to risk that, okay? I'll then stir everything and allow it to combine beautifully. And at this point, once it comes to a boil, I'll allow the stew to fry on medium-low heat so it doesn't burn but takes its time to cook. So it's been about 20 to 30 minutes more. I'll be adding my stock now. Yes, adding your stock makes your stew taste beautiful, so please never throw your stock out, okay? You're making a big mistake if you do that. So please add it and please be sure to stir it together to combine and allow it to cook at this time on low heat. Yes, making stew takes a long time as you want it to take its time to cook to get the best taste. Of course, I'll season it a bit more by adding half seasoning cube, bay leaves, black pepper powder, some onion powder, taste for salt, and if the need be, please add some salt. Of course, I'll be adding some garlic powder as well and stir it all together to combine. My kitchen smells divine, so beautiful. All the flavors have infused beautifully together. Of course, I tasted for salt and I'm just going to adjust the salt a little bit and allow it to continue cooking on very low heat. When you see the oil settling on the surface, it's an indication that your stew is nearly ready. So go ahead and add your pork meat at this point. Now stir it all to combine. Just look at that, so beautiful, and trust me, it tastes better even than its look. So delicious. Please do try it and don't say I didn't tell you so. So far, it's been a total cooking time of about an hour. I'll allow it to fry on low heat for an extra half an hour and your stew will be good as done. Yes, you would say that that's a long time, but it isn't. This is even a small portion. If it was a big portion, it would take even longer. And our pork stew is ready. Just look at that, so delicious. I pair this with my vermicelli rice. If you haven't seen the recipe for that, please click on the link now, or you can find the link in my description box. Trust me, this stew was simply delish. If you do try it, anyone who tastes it will ask for more and more. So delicious. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, as is the only way to support Tbsp Delight channel grow. Of course, please leave me a comment in the comment section, a nice comment, and I'll respond to you. Let's connect, okay? We all know that foods taste better if you use your natural calorie, which is your fingers. Thank you so much for watching, and until I see you in my next one, I love you all, but God loves you the most. Bye for now.